Hey, good morning, first hour. I wanted to just take hopefully just 5 minutes to explain everything to you today. Like I told you yesterday, I prefer a video because I can get everything straight in my head and get it out to you without having to type it all out. And you can come back and watch the video if there's any questions. So, first of all, congratulations, Joe and Luke. You guys chose them as yesterday's debate winner, so nice job, gentlemen. Moving on from there, you're going to see in today's agenda, we've only got 2 links. You've got your checkpoint link, that's the most important one, and then you've got this superlative award form. That's not as important, but it's good for some fun. So let's check that one out first, even though you should do this after your test. Don't do it first. I'm just showing it to you first because it's easier to explain. You click that link. As long as you're signed into your Google account, it's going to take you right there with no problem. You're going to notice that it has like a short answer form, so you can actually type one person's name, maybe two people's names, if they're on the same team. Some of them are going to ask for like name the topic, things like that. So do your best you can with each other's names, spellings. Make sure to include a last initial if you think there's going to be any confusion. But you know, I'll be able to figure that out pretty easily, I think. All right, now more importantly, here's the checkpoint link. So after you get done watching this video, it's going to then switch to, you're going to then ask the sub for the password, and she's going to give it to you, I hope. So basically, you need to notice that this is a 30-point test. That's important because of the fact that all the rest of these checkpoints that you've taken throughout the debate have been they've just been 10, and so this one is a little bit bigger, so I feel like that is an important part of things. Okay, as you hit start, it's going to ask you for a password. The sub is going to give you the password after the video. I just feel like you guys won't pay attention to me if you already have the password. So you're going to get in here, and it's really only 3 questions, but you want to be putting in a lot of effort to each of these questions. So as you look at the first one, basically you need to prove how much you know about your topic, but you're going to do that by answering this question. How would you personally answer your essential question now that you've spent time researching? Totally appropriate to use I because you're talking about yourself. Remember that your grade comes from your ideas, obviously proving to me that like you know a lot about both sides and that's how you formed your opinion, and then clearly stating your opinion and giving some facts to back it up. But you will also be graded on how well you communicate. So you want to be formal in your style of writing. Okay. So then it says use the following rubric to evaluate your own performance on the debate presentation. So there is a link to the debate rubric, which you definitely should go check out and read carefully. It's going to be important for you to be familiar with this rubric so that you can use it appropriately. So you can open it, and then I believe, dang, I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm going to put that link in probably in the agenda for you, so that you don't do what I just did, which was to close out the test. But take a good look at that that rubric. Like I said, I'll put it somewhere where it's easier. I'll probably put it in as like a material on the question where it's easier for you to look at. But then you're going to give yourself a score for each of these elements, and also then here's the part that you had that's important. Defend that score in 2 or 3 sentences. So your choices here have no bearing on your grade. If you give yourself a 1 because you're like, shoot, we were really unprepared, it doesn't mean that I'm going to give you a low score on this question. In fact, I'd probably give you the opposite. I want an actual true reflection of how you think you did. So I'm not grading your performance. I'm grading this test, what you learned from the process and the project. So you will be graded on your self-reflection and the defense of your scores. I'm not going to like take your score and make it your grade. So no worries there. Okay, and then the third one, the last one, it says, as with any project, we hope that you'll learn academic and career readiness skills which will benefit you beyond this classroom and the project. So reflect on the experience you've had with this project. Highlight 2 academic skills. So academic skills are skills that are going to be useful to you throughout your academic career, your schooling. What kinds of academic skills did you learn, did you practice here that you think are going to be helpful to you? And then 1 career readiness skill. So one way to answer that is to think about like what you want to be when you grow up, or what you may want to go into, and figure out how the skills that you use throughout this project may be useful to you. You want to explain the skill and provide an explanation of its importance and how you improved in it. And it's a 3 to 5 sentence answer for each skill. So like, you know, check that out. You're talking about 3 skills. 3 times 3 is 9. So you want to make sure that you're giving a complete answer for this. I just gave you a little example. I don't need that. I just gave you a little example here of how you would answer the last part of it, the career readiness skill. So I just gave kind of an obnoxious answer that you can look at as a model. Okay, and that's it. So then when you're done, obviously you guys will hit submit and get that to me for grading, and that'll be all. So you can see how that would take you some time. And then once you're done with that, with whatever time you have remaining, again, I want you to go to the superlative award and fill that out. And then you're going to sit silently until the sub lets you know that everybody's done. You want to do that to respect your classmates who are trying to do really well on their test. Do something in this time to get smarter. It's the end of the year. You get some finals coming up. You probably have some big tests in some other classes. So make sure that you're using your time wisely and being respectful of people as you do. All right, guys, I will see you on Thursday. Have a wonderful day. Good luck on any of those crazy tests that you're taking in other classes, and I will see you on Thursday.